Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Jerry from Hawaii of the North. If you have never tuned into our channel before, just want to reach out and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell and you'll get notified every time we put out a new video. So what are we up to at the moment? We are back in Hawaii of the North. We've recently moved. For those of you that don't know, we've left Hawaii of the North, Vancouver Island, which is where I have been born and raised. And we are now up closer to our grandkids and kids and great-grandkids. And it's just been a whirlwind month for us. We moved up there about a month ago, but then we had to come back down here. We had some appointments and things to take care of, and I have to pick up my motorcycle. So we're going to ride that back up north. It's going to be, we might take a couple weeks to do it because it's about 1,700 kilometers from here north from where we have to go. So yeah, we've had some forest fires up there after we got up there. The smoke was really thick. We had to drive back down. It's an 8-hour drive from where we lived back down to catch the airplane out of Edmonton. We drove through some really thick smoke, and then we actually was driving. There has been fire on both sides of the road. It's just been devastating up there in certain areas. And so far, I don't think they've had any rain since we've left. They might have had a few showers here and there, but it's not looking good. These hot summers are nice, but man, do they take a toll on the forest fires. So everybody, let's just be careful out there and make sure you're, well, don't even put fires. Don't even have a fire. If you're out camping, make sure do not throw your cigarette butts out the window. I can't stand that. I don't know how many times I've seen people do it. It's just a fire waiting to happen. So we are just at our friend's place right now. We're spending a couple days here before we start heading back. We're going to head back over to back to Alberta from Hawaii of the North. My wife's sister lives just north of Red Deer a little bit, so we're going to head out that way and go to Calgary for a couple days. We used to go to the Calgary Zoo all the time when we used to live there years ago, so hopefully I'll get some video footage of the zoo tack onto this video. And I don't know how much filming I'll get done on the road, as I don't have any of my mounts for the motorcycle with me. We were very limited on what we could bring on the plane. We didn't want to bring a carry-on because we're going back on Goldwing, so we don't have a whole lot of room. And we've kind of bought quite a bit of Rogers chocolate to take back home with us too, so that's going to take up quite a bit of space. But that's another thing. If you're ever here on Vancouver Island, go to Rogers Chocolates. It's some of the best chocolate. We went right actually to the factory and picked some up. It's unbelievable chocolate. So yeah, that's about it for us right now. And like I say, I'll be tacking on to this video here and there as we go about our travels. We got a couple more days here at our friend's place before we start heading out of town. Catch that ferry boat for one, well, I'd like to say one last time, but we're going to be back for sure. Because, I mean, like I say, born and raised here on Vancouver Island, Hawaii of the North, so we will be back. But I'm not going to really miss that BC ferries at all. So, yeah, stay tuned as we travel along. All right, well, we are just getting ready to hit the road for our trek back up north to our new home base from Hawaii of the North up to northern Alberta, Rocky Lane area. Just getting Black Beauty ready to rock and roll down the road. We got a little bit to pack up yet. Got our rain gear, which hopefully we're not going to need. And so yeah, stay tuned. I'll do some filming along the way as much as I can, and we'll be taking pictures as well. So everybody stay tuned and let's get going. All right, well, we made it onto the ferry boat in Swartz Bay, heading over to Tsawwassen and continuing our 1,700 kilometer trip to the north. That's the ferry just going, I believe, over to Salt Spring Island. I'm not sure what all these islands are called. We took this route because hopefully maybe we will see a whale. I think they see a few more whales on this route than they do on the Nanaimo route. So that's the reason we come down this way. Little extra time riding, but hopefully it's going to be worth of it. It's a lot better scenery going through the islands as well. So we are in Merritt. We made it here last night. We're staying at the Sage Inn, I believe it's called. And yeah, fairly nice. Good stopover hotel. Could use some updating, but I mean, what hotels can't use updating? They just about all have to use updating. Yeah, so it was a really good stay. We're just about getting ready to hit the road here. We're going to head to Revelstoke today with a quick stop in Chase. So here's just a little look around. There's Black Beauty. Here's the hotel. And like I say, really good spot to stop. Affordable. We are going to be heading eventually into Calgary. Looks like I found a couple hotels that are a little more reasonably priced. Before I was looking and everything was like over $300 a night, which I think is kind of getting ridiculous to stay in hotels. So but anyways, stay tuned as we hit the road and continue our journey northward home to Rocky Lane. Hey, good morning everybody. We are in Revelstoke. We made it here last night. We drove through a lot of rain yesterday. Almost all the way from Merritt to Revelstoke was raining. So it wasn't a really enjoyable trip, but looks like we might have some sunshine this morning. Yeah, so we're gonna head on down the road here pretty quick and head into Calgary today, where we're going to meet up with Belle's sister, and we'll hit the zoo and maybe do a little sightseeing around Calgary. There's the old Black Beauty. Had to cover on last night. Had to have a train right across the street from us, so I had a few of them go by last night, but it wasn't too bad. We are staying at the Swiss Chalet Motel. It's a fairly nice hotel. Not really big. Not sure how many rooms there are here. Maybe 20 or so. Maybe a few more. But yeah, for the price, not too bad. And we needed a spot to stay because of the rain. So anyways, we are going to just head over and find some coffee, and then we were going to be hitting down the road. So stay tuned for more of our adventure. All right, we just pulled over for a little rest stop, have a little break, and welcome to Alberta. First time Black Beauty's ever been in Alberta. On our way home, another probably 1,200 kilometers to go on this trip. Have you been enjoying this trip so far?
I am. I have been, yes. And I'm very hungry right now.
There you go. Bellarama is very hungry, so we better get going down the road before she gets hangry. Just some of the mountains right here I'm not sure what their names are. A lot of snow still up there in that one as well. So yeah, we're gonna head on down the road here pretty quick, and next stop probably Calgary, unless we stop for a coffee somewhere along the way. So stay tuned, everyone. All right, we have made it to Calgary. We're just here at the Royal Hotel, Calgary by Wyndham. Really nice hotel. Price was right too. I'm not sure. We're sharing a room with Balarama's sister and brother-in-law, so we're just splitting the cost there. I think the total price was $120 plus tax or something. And but phenomenal breakfast was included with the hotel. It was like a brunch style breakfast, way better than a continental breakfast. Yeah, highly recommend this hotel. So today we are heading off down to the zoo, and I'm going to do some filming down there. And there's Black Beauty in desperate need of a wash job, but we only got about 1,000 kilometers to go. Anyways, got sidetracked there. Yeah, we're heading down to the zoo. I'm going to do some filming down there and show you around the Calgary Zoo a little bit. I'll probably put that out on a different video just to keep things a little more separated. So stay tuned and check out the video link to the zoo. I'll try and put that up in here somewhere. I don't know where. Usually that doesn't work for me, but I'll try it again anyway. All right, so yeah, stay tuned as our adventure continues. All right, well, we have made it to Black Falls, Alberta on our journey north. We're currently at my sister-in-law's house and niece's house in Black Falls, Alberta. I'll try and get some shots of Black Beauty before we take off, but she is sitting in a nice garage. The first time I've ever got to park it in a garage, so I much thank my niece for that opportunity. And we are just kind of having a bit of a thunderstorm. Kind of missed the lightning. I haven't seen lightning. I've heard some thunder, but I believe it was coming from that direction, and now it is moved on down there. We haven't had any real rain at all. A little sprinkle. There was some good claps of thunder earlier, but didn't see any lightning. Oh, there was a little thunder rumble there. So anyways, yeah, so we're just spending the next couple days here in Black Falls. Then we're going to be heading home. We'll probably do a stopover in Slave Lake before we get back up to the ranch. So stay tuned, everybody. We have some more adventure yet to come. All right, well, we're just getting ready to leave our final destination, Slave Lake, and get headed back on up to the ranch. So we're just getting the bike loaded up. Balarama's all dressed up in her clothes, and there's no rain yet, so hopefully we don't run into any rain. We were here in Slave Lake at the Lakeview Inn and Suites. It was a pretty good stop. The only downside, their continental breakfast, which would have been, normal continental breakfast, but the little room that they have it in was just packed with people this morning, so we just grabbed a bunch of stuff and took it up to the room. But yeah, we got to get going down the road because we still got like a 5-hour drive due north today. So stay tuned and we will let you know when we get home. All right, everybody, welcome back. We have made it home. We're back at the ranch up in northern Alberta. We made it home a couple of days ago on the Black Beauty. She needs a little bit of a wash job now. We had quite a We had quite a storm we drove through, and then so I put the cover on when we got home, and then we had quite a good downpouring of rain here as well. So, but we've made it home safe. It was total trip, I believe, was just around 2,500 kilometers. I think it was 1,500 miles. It was really an uneventful trip. We did get lost a little bit in Edmonton, which is basically my fault. I wasn't following my GPS, but you know, that's what happens sometimes with technology. Anyways, yeah, we spent a couple hours touring around Edmonton and driving around looking for fuel stations because I thought I found some cheap fuel, but we ended up going almost back to Red Deer. Well, it wasn't quite that far. It was out towards the outskirts of Edmonton anyways, on the south end. But yeah, we made it home about early afternoon, I guess, sometime on Saturday. And so now I'm just getting things set back up here. All right, so that's going to be it for this motorcycle adventure we had, going all the way back to Hawaii of the North, picking up Black Beauty, riding her back up here to the ranch in northern Alberta. So that's going to be it for this video. So everybody, hey, let's roll, and hey, let's be careful out there. Blackfish out.